Hey there everybody, and welcome back to my latest episode of the Toy Dungeon SA. And today is my latest toy haul. As usual, I've got a box from my buddy Thomas. So let's take the first figure out of the box. And what we have here is a 1983 LJN Thundercats figure. It's called Snowman. His action gimmick still works. He moves the lever on his back. It's got very few scuff marks. Only thing is I'm missing so much of his weapons. That's not a problem. As you know, I can make my own. So cool. That's what I like about the Thundercats. They're so big and bulky. Look, I do not really focus much on the Thundercats, but if I get a vintage one or ones from Super 7 line, I will take them. I like Thundercats because I had one or two when I was younger. And yeah, my collection has grown slowly but surely with Thundercats doing this channel. Next figure I've got here is Blade. I've never had this figure when I was a kid. I knew a few guys that did. This is a figure that came out in 1986, 1987 in collaboration with the He-Man movie that came out at the time. The old vintage one with Dolph Lundgren. Very cool. Power punch action still works. Arm still chops down. Only thing is I don't have his sword. Very cool to add to the collection, and never thought I would be able to even get hold of this figure. And here we go, right in my hands. Well, this is a strange find. I found this at a second-hand shop. Very bizarre. I didn't know what it was, so I bought it, and when I did some research on it, this is Scarecrow. From 1997. It's a Kenner toy, and it's got like a little glass piece here at the back of the head, and if you put it towards the light, the eyes glow, which is really cool. And I like the effect of in his body. Looks like he's just climbed off the framework that holds him up as a scarecrow in the fields. There's some very strange action that goes on with this thing. Do that, then spin right around. I don't know if that's a part of its gimmick, but very strange to find such old figures in this town. Normally I find games and lots of games, but action figures I struggle to find. And here we go, some really whack contorted Scarecrow figure that I've never seen in my life. He comes with this huge blade, and that's about it. I've got some other accessories with this figure, but it doesn't belong to him. But nonetheless, look at that. So bizarre, and everything I love. Another strange find that my buddy Thomas was able to hook me up with. This came out in one of the earlier lines. I've never had a Dora or a She-Ra figure. She-Ra is He-Man's sister, which was stolen away by Hordak and was raised by Hordak, which is so whack. I can't believe that I have the She-Ra figure, and her name is Adora, by the way. Such a weird name, but good for the collection. Apparently the vintage one had Barbie doll hair. This is more like the motu figures, and yeah, this one's going on the shelf. Okay, so here we go. This is my last Snake Man figure that I need to complete all the Snake Men, or the Snake Men that I'm used to from the vintage line. This is the last figure I needed. Got Squeeze, got Tongue Lasher, got Cobra Khan, got Bratlaw, but I didn't have Snake Face. And if you push this lever at the back of him, you see all these snakes come out his face, and his body opens up with two snakes. Very strange. Looks a lot like Medusa, and all the snakes all over the body. Love it. Unfortunately, because of the gimmick, he hasn't got that articulation at the waist with the power punch, but very cool toy. I've seen it last when I was about 8 or 9, when I went to go visit my friend at the time, and I haven't seen it in all these years. There was a bid online and I won the bid, and so happy about it. So here we have another He-Man ride. This is a vintage Ripper Stripper. Unfortunately, I don't have the rip cord that goes in there that makes it ride automatically when you pull it. This came out in 1983, and I think it was together with Mechanic. But I never had it as a kid. I never had mechanic, but I have him now. Only other thing that's missing is that seatbelt is broken, but other than that, works fine. And it's about time I get rides for my He-Man, because that's another thing I'm lacking on in my collection. Next in my collection, I'm a weird dude and I get visited by so many different types of people. Some people really love what I do, even though it's so meager and small. I get missionaries that come visit me every week, and they're good guys and talk a lot about life in general, and they are into the same things I do. Before they came on a mission, they were there in Salt Lake, and they used to go to the Comic-Con there and collect games and refurbish consoles and stuff like that. So I bumped into these guys. We really became close and they bought me gifts. I didn't want to get into the Revelation because of this size, and then one day they got me the Skeletor. This is Skeletor from the Revelation cartoon in Netflix. In a way it was like sacrilege to me, but when the missionaries bought him for me, Alder Powner and Alder Mason, I will never forget you. They got him for me, and so glad to have this. Some variety is good, and I really love it. This is what Skeletor looks like when he gets the sword and says, "By the power of Grayskull." And I didn't expect to see that in the Netflix series. I was really shocked. I didn't know what to think. I still don't know what to think. But anyway, very cool. And look at the size of this monster figure. Amazing. So with these elders, every certain amount of months, they change it. So before Elder Mason left, bought me a gift, and he bought me Scareglow. I mean, look at that figure. It's so freaking mean. I really love it. I really want to unbox it, but for now I'm going to keep these box figures that I have on the shelf. I'm not going to open them, and just blown away by the kindness and the impact that this stupid little channel has made on certain people's lives. I just do this for a hobby because I love it. There's no money involved, there's no nothing like it. So it's innocent and pure, and this is what I want. But look at that figure. I hope he glows in the dark. And thanks, Albert. Thanks for, adding to my collection and making me smile. I really enjoy their company, really good people, and I wish him well wherever he goes. Thanks again. Wow. So last but not least, somehow, somewhere there was a mix-up with my order. I ordered a Zordak and I got this Zordak, but which is cool. I don't have this version of Zordak. It's almost like the die-cast armor piece, but there was just one problem. When I got him, he's got two right legs, and that doesn't look good, especially if they're both facing the same way. I was upset at first, but then one of the missionaries told me, "Hey, you make action figures, you make weapons and stuff, why don't you make him another leg?" And that's what I think I'm gonna do, because that is not gonna work for me. It looks like he's pinching a penny. But anyway, this is I don't know what type of Zordak this is. 1985. So strange. And I don't know from what line, what's he called, I have no idea. But took that leg off because I got better plans for him. What happened? Anyway, very cool. Very happy with this toy haul. Thanks for the owls for giving me free things. I really appreciate it. I don't expect people to give me anything or send things. I just do this for fun. And if it's touched someone else's life and made them happy too, I guess that's the whole point. So before I leave, I'd like to give a shout out to all these people that, contributed to my channel and contributed to what I do. I really appreciate you guys, and if you like my content, I will see you in the next video. Till next time, be good to others, and cheers. But now, go to work.